So these are my original cat ear speakers, and these are my new cat ear speakers. So I decided to remake my cat ear speakers. I kept the design, but I kind of remodeled them in a way that it would be easy for anybody to make. So you can just download the 3MF or the STL file and then download them yourself. So a few of the bigger changes that I've made is on the bottom I added screw holes. So originally, how my original cat ear speaker worked was you kind of glue the top on, which I realized isn't the best idea because then you can never take it out again. So this front plate kind of went over the top and then glued on, and now you can't get access to it inside without me actually like breaking it. I actually printed these ones in white PLA this time, which is something I should have probably did the first time, but I just didn't have the PLA at the time. We're gonna be making another pair. Let's go! First, I started by slicing my 3D models. I didn't realize when I first did this that by moving your 3D models around on your platform, you get actually different creases. So that's something that I learned actually while doing this, which I thought was pretty cool. But I'm actually 3D printing it in ABS this time. I wanted to see if I could smooth it, but here's how it looks and how it should look when it's finished. So I'm just gonna send it to my 3D printer. It'll take about 22 hours to print, and I use this Eson ABS Plus. I was going to use hips, but I could not for the life of me get it to be a good support and stick properly. So I just decided against it. But after a few hours, here's the progress that we have, and here's the finished progress. Here's the finished cat ear speakers. I was so impatient that I immediately just started taking them apart, taking them right off the printer bed. I couldn't wait. It's like dark, but I just was so excited to see how they turned out, see how the print turned out with the ABS. In retrospect, I probably should have waited a little bit longer because the ABS will cool down and it has a tendency to shrink, which I forgot about. I took it to my room because I was still too excited, and I just took out the supports and was just kind of looking at the quality of them. I realized actually during this print too that one of my printer heads is just not printing very good quality, so I'm gonna have to do some maintenance on that hot end on my 3D printer to get some better prints because it was getting a lot of stringing and the ABS was burning a bit. But as you can see, they work pretty well. It shrunk a little, but not too much. Actually, the shrinkage worked out a little bit when it came to the speaker holder. It still worked perfectly fine. I had to make the holes a little bit bigger on the back so that the holes on the bottom part could stick together properly. So you can see it kind of just like snaps in there, and without glue or anything, it's not going anywhere. And the top part just kind of slips right over as a cover, and I added some screw holes down here. But I didn't like this front plate. The quality was bad, so I reprinted it and painted it. So with the whole new redesign of my cat ear speakers, I kind of changed the internals around a little bit. What you'll need to make these is really simple actually. The first thing is you'll need this little chip. Here's my desk. There's rainbows on my desk because I have like this cute little rainbow paper thingy. What you'll need is the PAM8403 module, which is super cheap. You could actually get them, I think, from AliExpress maybe for like 50 cents. On Amazon, I believe they sell them for probably like a bag of 5 is $5. They're quite cheap. 2 of these speakers. So these are the 4 ohm 3 watt speakers. And then you'll need something like to give it power, so a USB cable. And then you'll need an aux cable as well. Let's get started. I forgot, you're also gonna need some wire. This is probably the most important part. Okay, so when it comes to assembling them, the first thing I like to do is take the top shell part, And I take these hex nut screws and just take your soldering iron and heat it up, and then you can just push it into place. Next, I have this plate. You can put your speaker in there and then just add the screws. And then we have our top plate here. So that just kind of sits on top and it just slides into place like this. It should be really easy to do. You shouldn't have to like fight it or anything. And then in the back, there's these two little holes. So you really have to just press it in like that and just make sure it's all pushed together really well. And then we will screw it up here. Doo, doo, doo. And here. You can do all four. I'm just doing two because I ran out of the hex nut screws, or the hex nut part, so that's all I have. We have finished them. I painted the inside with clouds. These ones are for a friend, so I'm really excited to make more. I'm gonna make a rainbow one and then many more probably. I've decided, because a lot of people seem to like them, so I've decided to open up an Etsy store. So if you'd like to buy them, if you'd like me to make a pair for you, you can buy them on my Etsy store. I'm only gonna do probably one at a time, just so I don't get overwhelmed with it. And then if you want to make them yourselves though, I am opening my Patreon right now. The link will be in the description, and you can download the 3MF and STL files. And you don't have to worry, you don't have to be a patron to actually get access to the files. They are free for everyone, so you can just go on my Patreon. There's other things I've been working on as well. I also do need to make other videos for other projects that I've made, but upcoming projects I have planned are to make a drone. So I want to upgrade my coffee maker, and last but not least, I want to 3D print my dog a house. So those are upcoming projects. If you guys want to be patrons, I would really appreciate it. But I actually really appreciate you guys like commenting and giving me ideas. It's really awesome and really helpful. Also, I do stream every day. I stream here on YouTube, but also on Twitch. So if you want to come check out all of the electronic things I'm making, I will be streaming pretty much every day. And I believe that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for being subscribers, or if you're not subscribers, please subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to make another project again. I'm super excited. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I love you and miss you. Bye-bye now.